This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 354 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by ECOGOLD, high-performance products for the ultimate in comfort and protection for your horse. Visit ecogold.ca. Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky. I am Glenn the Geek, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. We have back with us Mary Lauritsen, and she is part of the Cadence Farm team, and she also is a part-time co-host over at the Dressage Radio Show. This tip is taken off of Dressage Radio episode number 81. You can find the rest of this show just by going to dressageradio.com. Mary, as you may know, has been with us before, and she competes and is involved in the sport of dressage and is a young, upcoming star in the sport of dressage, and she competes in the USDF Region 8. And we'll be right with Mary right after these words from EcoGold. You know, regular listeners to Horse Tip Daily know that we love the products at EcoGold. Well, there's others that love the products at EcoGold, too, that are a little better riders than I am. And one of those is Kyle Carter, the international eventer and well-known in the eventing community and just a fun, lovely guy, a good family man, too. And here's what Kyle has to say.
Well, I came across the saddle pad the first time when I was over at Burley, and one of the Canadian riders was riding in the saddle pad, and I got to try it in a schooling session. I loved it, and I actually stole the saddle pad from her and used it on cross country at Burley. It is bar none the best saddle pad out there. We get given saddle pads all the time because people want you to ride with their logo on your horse, and I've reduced every saddle pad in my string to EcoGold for the major competition.
Thank you, Kyle. You can find those saddle pads at ecogold.ca. That's ecogold.ca.
I know. Well, and we talked about wintering last time you were on the show and getting ready for, the winter and, all that you need to do to get winterized, as you called it. Mm-hmm. And I think this week you've got a tip about winter riding. And you were calling it no indoor, no problem. Well, I got to tell you, Mary, it's a bit darn cold to be riding in the snow in 18 degrees. I think I'd want to be indoors. But so what's your tip about riding in the snow?
Well, though many are fortunate to have access to an indoor or migrate to the warmer places during the winter, there's still a lot of people that are left to their own devices when it comes to winter riding. I know those of us at Cadence Farm, we don't have an indoor, but we're lucky that many people within our town have an indoor, and it's just a short hack away to go to the indoor. But I think that we can also take advantage of being forced to ride outdoors during the winter months and using snow as a training tool. Deep and fluffy snow is always a thrill to ride through, and it's a great strengthening exercise. Just like running through sand or water for us, you can ride your horse through soft snow, and it encourages the horse to lift their legs and step underneath themselves, which is a very good thing to do, especially for the dressage horses. Keep in mind that this doubles the horse's work, so keep snow riding sessions short and sweet with lots of breaks. And then moving on, our arena this time of year is quite hard and not really ideal for doing much other than walk work. But this could be an opportunity to train yourself mentally while in the dressage arena. And I tell a lot of my students to try riding their tests all at the walk. Lateral exercises are great to perform at the walk because they allow you time to feel and think about every stride. And this also gives you a great chance to focus on precision because it's much easier to accomplish many of your movements at a slower pace. You can ride your test of the walk accurately, and you can mentally train yourself not to miss easy accuracy points when you go on to ride the test in other gates in the show ring. And lastly, since accuracy means so much to us dressage riders and often points are lost because of wiggly lines or egg-shaped circles, let the snow be your teacher. Enter your untouched snow-covered arena, and every circle and every line and movement you perform will be there for your eyes to see as the snow unveils any misshapen patterns. And I know as a kid, I used to love writing my name on my pony in the snow, but never thought that it'd be a useful training tool, but it certainly is. You can ride your center line and evaluate the pattern in the snow to see how straight and center it really was.
Yeah, that's a very good tip, Mary. You know, and you need lots of thermals on to be doing that, you know.
You do. There's no doubt about that. But again, for the dedicated equestrian, hopefully they can take that opportunity to strengthen their horse and strengthen their mind as well.
Thank you to Chris and to Mary for bringing us those tips from the Dressage Radio Show. You can visit them at dressageradio.com. You can listen to the rest of that episode, number 81. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget the Horses in the Morning Show, 9 a.m. Eastern, live every day, Monday through Friday. We're having a blast over there, developing a lot of listeners and a big listener base that communicate during the show, actually, over on our Facebook page. Just search for Horses in the Morning. And, of course, we have one here for Horse Tip Daily on Facebook as well. So you can take a look for both of those. You can find the rest of the shows at the Horse Radio Network at horseradionetwork.com. Well, we'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.
The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.